What is up, everybody? It is Alex, the Boogeyman here, Title Boxing Club, Pittsburgh. The summer tour is over. The kids are back in school. We're back in school. We've got that report card challenge. So this we're going to talk a little biology. As many of you know, my favorite punch is that liver shot. I love that liver shot a lot. As you may also know, the liver is a very large organ. It's on the right side of our body. Very important organ, does a lot of things, pokes out behind the ribs. If you get hit there, forget about it. It's game over. Your legs will just stop working. But what about on the other side? What about on the left side of our body? We have something else known as the spleen. Now, the spleen is a much smaller organ, much less important organ, but theoretically, when you get hit in an organ, the same thing happens. An internal organ, you're gonna have a system shut down, legs stop working, you fall down. It's the worst pain ever. So we're gonna be targeting that little target. It's just a harder thing to hit, but you can do it. So it's just like a liver shot in terms of mechanics, where I'm going diagonal. It is a diagonal punch, scooping up, also known as a shovel hook, sometimes going from low to high. You're using your legs kind of like you would in an uppercut, and you're coming outwards. So I'm not just going diagonal like this, then I'll miss. I want to come forward into the bag. Forward, like we would say Wolverine claws. Imagine you've got claws like Wolverine, you're just sticking them right into somebody's rib cage when you throw it. Now, 3 things I see oftentimes wrong when people throw spleen punches. And number 1 is not maintaining the diagonality. And yes, that is a word I just made up just now. But throwing it more like a rear hook to the body, a right hook to the body, where it's circular. It comes around. So that's good, right? Sometimes you want to go around the elbow, hit them in the ribs. Very painful as well. But that is not necessarily a spleen punch, because that's coming around, hitting the side of the ribs. I want to come more forward and more outward. And again, scooping, low to high, diagonal, very important. Just like in Connect Boy, that's always the one you don't see coming when they get you.
I won. Where? I can't. Here, diagonally. Pretty sneaky, sis.
Another thing we see in preparation for the spleen punch, and it's true with every punch, is dropping the hand down. So let's say I'm going to throw like a double jab, and then my hand's down here to throw that spleen punch. You don't want my hand down while I'm throwing that double jab. Instead, I want to keep my hand up as I throw the double jab, and it's only when I'm going to release the punch that I will drop it and throw that spleen shot. But I don't want to stay open for very long. I also don't want to let my opponent know what I'm doing. So make sure you are not dropping in anticipation. My hands are here. If I want to anticipate, what I can do is twist a little bit on that double jab, put myself in this position, load up to throw that spleen punch. Now, another thing, and again, this is also true with other punches, we tell you guys not to do it. You shouldn't do it at all. Never let your hand go way behind your body like that, way behind your hips. I know it feels like you can really wind it up that way, and you can, but you will never land that punch. Also, while it may feel more powerful, as you start to develop better mechanics, you realize you can get just as much power without letting that hand go back, or pretty close to as much power. Put yourself in a lot better position. Again, the loading can be twisting. That's how you can load it up. But my hands are still up here. I don't need to let it go behind my hips. Instead, I just drive forward quick and sharp. So it's just a quick turn, sharp turn, explosive, pushing off of my foot. That is how you throw a spleen punch properly and effectively. And guess what? We're going to be doing a lot of that this week. We got some spleening to do, because that, my friends, is how you do it.
On fire.